Your mother and sister are being charged with felony child endangerment, assault, and false imprisonment for restraining you. Adrian is facing charges for false imprisonment and potential obstruction, depending on what else he did with that footage. She consulted her notes. We're also looking into whether he uploaded or shared the video with anyone. If he sent it to other family members or tried to use it to justify what happened, he could be facing additional charges. Detective Novak then asked me some difficult questions about my family history. Has your father ever been violent before? Any history of domestic incidents? A pattern of aggression? I dredged up memories I had long tried to bury. He had disciplined us as children, of course, but never anything like what he did to Sophie. But he was always angry, always yelling. He threw things when he was mad, plates, tools, whatever was in his hand. He'd punched a hole in the wall once, when Isabel came home past curfew. He'd grabbed my wrist so hard it left bruises for a week when I was 16 and had talked back to him. Did anyone ever report these incidents? She asked. No, I admitted. My mother was always the peacekeeper, always smoothing things over. She'd say he just had a temper, that he didn't really mean it, that he worked hard and deserved respect. Looking back, I realized she wasn't a peacekeeper, she was an enabler. She was protecting him, not us. Detective Novak scribbled furiously. This pattern of behavior is crucial for our case. It establishes that this wasn't a one-time, isolated incident. This is who he is. While Sophie slept in her hospital bed, a tiny, bruised form lost in a sea of white sheets and beeping machines, I made the phone calls that would change everything. Arrests were just the beginning. I called my nursing supervisor and told her I was taking an indefinite family leave. I called my landlord and informed him I would be breaking my lease and moving. And then I called Beatrix Marlowe, a lawyer whose name was whispered with a mixture of fear and reverence in victim advocacy circles. I had spent an hour researching attorneys on my phone, sitting by Sophie's bedside. I needed someone merciless. Beatrix's name kept coming up. She had successfully sued an entire school district for failing to protect a bullied student. She had bankrupted a daycare chain whose employees had covered up injuries. She didn't just win cases. She annihilated those who harmed children. Her consultation fee was more money than I had in my bank account, but I was ready to max out every credit card I had. Beatrix met me at the hospital the next morning. She watched the video Adrian had taken, her face a mask of professional composure, but I saw her knuckles turn white as the fifth strike landed. I'm taking your case pro bono, she announced, her voice crisp and decisive. And I am going to make sure they pay for this in every conceivable way. Beatrix was in her early 60s, with a mane of silver hair pulled into a severe bun and eyes that could probably make seasoned judges squirm. She exuded an aura of formidable intelligence and righteous fury.
Pro bono?
I repeated, certain I had misheard. But your fees are waived. Along with everything else, she said, setting her ancient leather briefcase on the small table in Sophie's room.